not much has really changed living situation-wise or divorce-wise. I mean, besides we're going to court now. At least at some point we're going to be going to court. I actually filed papers because she wouldn't, and it took a while for her. I don't know what was going on, but I got tired of waiting, and on my lawyer's advice, I filed papers because everything that we worked for arbitration, she rejected after the fact for whatever reason. I think she just wants more, doesn't want to compromise. The things she's saying through the lawyer, because we don't really talk at all, which is odd, living in a house with somebody and really never saying a word to them. We do talk about who's going to drive the kids where, or things like that, or what I'm going to cook for dinner. But the things that are being said on her part are pretty nasty. Kids are even hearing some of it, which really gets me. They usually start arguing with her, saying that she's being not right, but I don't want to get into the kids, at least what they're thinking. But messages coming from her lawyer are pretty nasty. I try to keep trucking along, just being in my room and taking care of the kids and cooking dinner and cleaning and fixing the house and stuff like that. It's hard. It's definitely become an unhealthy living environment for myself. I feel it. I don't sleep. Body's hurting. I haven't really gotten sick, but I'm hoping that won't come. And I know it's the same for the kids. Like one of them who used to be really active is a lot less active. Like I have to, hey, let's go do this. Let's go do this. And he does. He still does his sports and stuff. And the other one's just a lot more angry. Deservedly so, because this is nothing that they caused. And I think that's one of the things that hurts me the most is just what they're going through. And there's nothing I could do to stop it. I have a court date on Tuesday, but it's just to deal with like some small thing about bank accounts because one of them keeps shrinking for some odd reason, and we're trying to figure out how to deal with that. The actual divorce, my lawyer says that the unfortunate thing is it could take up to a year to get a court date. Hopefully it won't take that long. That was a couple months ago. So there may be like 9 months left of this. And with not being able to leave the house because of money issues, like move out, find a new place for me and the kids have time, and not even having visitation or custody settled, it makes it impossible for me to leave, because if I leave, it's abandonment, and then she'd get everything. And I basically have to stay there in a really, like, pretty much psychologically abusive atmosphere for a long time. And it's kind of killing me. It's just stupid stuff. Like 3 days ago, she was going over the budget because she has us on some strange budget, but she buys whatever she wants. Where I got grilled in front of the kids about a $9 charge at a gas station, while she's spending $1,000 every 2 months for some yoga thing that she's doing. Can't bring that up though because it's for her health. It's just constant things like that continuously. Just grin and bear it. I feel like I don't know how much more I could take. Some of my friends and my brother, when I call him, say that's what she's trying to do. She's trying to break you so you give her everything or whatever she wants. I try not to think of it that way. I try not to hate her. It's just not the person I am. And I refuse to let circumstances change who I want to be. Don't get me wrong, it freaking pisses me off. But I just got to deal with it. I am a firm believer that everything happens for a reason. If it was to make me stronger, it's weird vlogging when cars are passing by. It's to make me stronger or what? I don't know. I don't know why this is happening. I've still never gotten a reason why all of a sudden she freaking hates me and decided to do all this. Don't get me wrong, I'm like standing here like talking like, oh, it's no big deal, and I'll just grin and bear it. But it's a freaking nightmare. Just want to wake up from it. I have a couple friends who tell me, oh, just wait, once it's over and you get your own place and the kids are there, or the kids aren't there for that moment, or those days whenever they're not going to be, that it's just going to be so nice. Things weren't good for a while, but it's been really bad for a couple years. Like, really bad. Not screaming, arguing stuff, but... And I did whatever I could to keep it together. Not me, keep the marriage together. I became a person who I'm not really proud of. Things like I would have to ask permission to talk to her. And I'd be asking questions like, what time do you want dinner and stuff like that. You know, I'm busy, I can't talk now. And that was supposed to be how our relationship would last. And I hate myself for some of that. But I would have done anything to keep the marriage together. I was pretty desperate, I would say. Desperate to not have my kids go through this. Desperate to not have me go through this. Scared of what was going to happen, what the future holds, what it was going to be like. But still, at this point, if she's gone at something, things are okay at the house. There's still a lot of like negative feeling there, because it is our house. But knowing she's gonna come home at any moment, it's just like my chest tightens up and things just feel horrible. Or if I'm at work and I come home and the kids are there and everything, and I love seeing them and I love parenting them and they love me, but knowing that she's gonna be in the house. And it's not like she says stuff to me, but it's just the constant cold shoulder, the constant pouring of emotion over the kids, which a lot of times doesn't even seem real, and a constant like negativity towards me, even if she's not saying anything. It's not an environment I would wish on anyone. How do I deal? I try and do a lot of, lighting's all fucked up, self-care. I got cleared to run again by my knee doctor, so I've been doing little spurts up to a couple miles at a time. Trying to do some stuff for myself, getting as much me and kid time as I can. That's pretty much what I'm doing. Sinking myself into work. And right when I say I'm starting to run again, I guess you could call it stress relieving, but I've been smoking a little bit again. Nothing like before, but I still don't like that I am. And I know I gotta quit it. But I kind of feel like it's this or a heart attack, so what do you pick? Support I've been getting from people is pretty insane. My brother's really been there for me. People I thought were just acquaintances have really been there for me, especially people at work. Didn't have a lot of friends before, well, at least I thought I didn't. But these people have really been there for me. Anytime I really wanted to do anything with anybody, like somebody who was going to be a friend or not, I was always made to feel guilty. Like, why aren't you home? Why aren't you doing this? While she would go off and do her stuff. And I just did it. I don't know. I was basically very secluded. Psychologically abused is the way I would say it now, but these people have really, really been there for me. And there's no way I could really thank them properly. She's taking the kids away for next weekend. She's saying it's for her birthday and Mother's Day, going to her family's in a different state. I guess I should get used to not having the kids around because it's going to happen. Still sucks. I think I'm going to go get a tattoo. I've wanted one for a while. Got it planned out and everything. I don't even know what else to say. Almost tired of talking about it some. Maybe that's why I haven't made a video in a little bit. Because it's just the same thing and nothing seems to change.